The crime scene adjacent to the Mandalay Bay behind me is still cordoned off by investigators who are still looking for evidence. They say the suspect spent decades acquiring his massive arsenal. They also say they want to speak to those who knew him best.
It seems like it's coming from up there. Oh,
This morning, a new perspective of the massacre in Las Vegas. A cab driver rushing victims to safety.
Oh God, there is an active shooter, okay.
This as investigators release a new timeline. 10:05 p.m., the first shots fired, the start of a 10-minute volley. 13 minutes later, a security officer approaches Stephen Paddock's sniper's nest. The killer firing more than 200 rounds at him through the door. 10:55, officers surround the room. 11:20 p.m., the gunman found dead. The security guard, Jesus Campos, who helped police clear guests from the hotel even after being shot in the leg, is now being praised by law enforcement officials.
But his bravery was amazing because he remained with our officers, provided them the key pass to access the door, and actually continued to help them clear rooms until our officer demanded that he go seek medical attention.
Inside Paddock's car, investigators find 1,600 rounds of ammo and several containers of materials used to make explosives. Police offered no evidence, but suggested Paddock did have an escape plan and possibly help.
You got to make the assumption he had to have some help at some point.
4 days after the killing spree, investigators are still searching for a motive. Marilou Danley, the gunman's girlfriend, back from the Philippines, has been questioned by the FBI. Police say Danley is not a suspect. Her attorney reading her statement.
I knew Stephen Paddock as a kind, caring, quiet man. He never said anything to me or took any action that I was aware of that I understood in any way to be a warning that something horrible like this was going to happen.
Danley says her plane ticket and the $100,000 wired to her by Stephen Paddock before the attack was for a new family home. Authorities say Paddock rented a room at another hotel a week before the shooting, outside another musical festival.
Was he doing pre-surveillance? We don't know yet, okay?
We have a great country and we are there for you.
After meeting first responders, President Trump consoled victims like Samantha Ferranda, shot 3 times in the arm.
My whole arm went numb and just my hand just was like dangling.
This image of Air Force One leaving Las Vegas, flying behind the Mandalay Bay Hotel with the broken windows in clear sight, quickly going viral. Today, over 100 victims still hospitalized.
Hey, they're shooting right at us, guys. Everybody stay down. Stay down.
This morning, the bloodshed is over, but there are still so many unanswered questions.
This morning, investigators say they still want to speak to a woman who was spotted with Paddock in the days before the shooting. It's unclear what connection, if any, she may have to the crime scene. Investigators are still trying to locate her. Matt and Savannah.
Miguel, Almaguer, starting us off. Thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.